Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584 The Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you are here, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. By taking this action, it will help me to grow. Also, take a moment to read my about page so that you can have some understanding of who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. Thank you for visiting, and I pray that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my videos does not resonate with you, please check out one of my other videos if you know what your other placements are. My name is Empress Real 1584 The Good Witch. Also check out Alberta, ALBERTY Butterfly. She is blood of my blood, and I thank you. Today we will be doing the sign of Gemini. So let's see what's in store for the sign of Gemini. As you all know, I like to start off with the Lover's Oracle. However, I will switch up every now and then, but the Lover's Oracle is one of my favorite decks. So I hope this video resonates with you in one way or another. I have already pre-shuffled my cards. However, I don't mind shuffling again for the people that like to view us shuffling our cards. When I shuffle, sometimes I get quiet because I'm speaking to my spirit guides subconsciously. When I call out their names, they're personal to me. So with that being said, you will never hear me calling their names. I like to pull two cards, and I knew what the first card was going to be. I just had that feeling. Please be my eyes, my ears. Help me to deliver the best message that is for the sign of Gemini. First and foremost, Gemini, when you look at the card, what does it mean to you? Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Take a look. We have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So we have transformation and playfulness. At the bottom of the deck, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Let's find out. Once again, I have already shuffled my cards, but I will do it again. I have already saged my area as well. I will be doing a 9-card spread for the sign of Gemini. Gemini, Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message for the sign of Gemini. Too many cards. Communication. Repeat. Spirit guides, this is for the sign of Gemini. What does my Gemini, whether it's a male or a female, what do they need to hear? What do I need to see? What do I need to hear for the sign of Gemini? We had a jumper for the sign of Gemini. What do I need to hear? What do I need to see? Too many cards once again, Gemini. Too many cards once again. This is for the sign of Gemini. What do my Geminis need to hear? Spirit. We have transformation. We have playfulness. What do they need to hear? Look inside of yourself. I'm going to take them in the way they came. What do my Geminis need to hear? We'll be doing a 9-card spread. I'm being asked to move to another deck. As I've already said, I have already pre-shuffled my cards. I'm using another deck. I will list the name of my decks in the description box. This is for the sign of Gemini. Cross watchers, you are welcome. For the sign of Gemini, Spirit guides, what does Gemini need to hear at this present time? What does my Geminis need to hear at this present time? What do my Geminis need to hear? Okay. What do my Geminis need to hear? One more card. to do one more. I took them. This is for reading. Okay. I took the cards the way they came out. I wanted to do a 9-card spread. This turned into a 12-card spread. Obviously, the spirits have a very important message for you. First and foremost, Gemini, look at this card. What are you feeling right now? It's not me. Get out of your head, Gemini. Get out of your head. You have a lot of unanswered questions and you're like going nuts trying to find the answer. Well, sometimes the answer is not right there for you to see at this moment. Sometimes you have to take a moment to pause. You're overthinking. You are really, really overthinking things, Gemini. Take the time to relax. You need a moment to yourself because there's karma at stake. Karma doesn't necessarily mean that it's something bad, as everyone anticipates when they hear the word karma. They think, oh my God, karma? It has to be, oh my God, something bad. Like, no, karma doesn't always mean something bad. Karma can also mean good. Good. There's good karma and there's bad karma. In this situation, I don't see bad karma. However, I do see that you do need to get out of your head. You really do. Right now, you are not connected to who you truly are at the moment. You may feel like a spectator of your own life. Someone doesn't recognize who they truly are. You don't recognize your thoughts, your actions, and even your reaction to certain situations or things. A part of you isn't grounded or centered at the moment, Gemini. Simply put, you aren't yourself. This really isn't something that is negative at all. We all have this experience that will allow us all to learn something new about ourselves. As I said, get out of your head, Gemini. However, with you feeling like this right now, unexpected events and blockages in your relationship may appear, or it may be happening right now. Take some time to meditate, to understand what the cause was and is, to put you into this mental place of disconnection from who you are. Right now, put yourself in a place of discovery. I feel like you need to take a step back from the circumstances that you find yourself in. And you really need to dig deep inside of yourself. Because you're asking yourself, do I want to stay? Do I want to go? Do I want to be with this person? Do I not want to be with this person? You're learning. Right now you're learning. But you don't even feel like yourself. You don't even know who you are at this present time. You feel like a lot of decisions that you have made, You didn't think about you when you made these decisions. We have karmic message, the number 37. Karmic message. Karmic message. When you see this card, what are you feeling? What are you feeling at this very moment? A message is on the way for you. As I said, you're deep in your thoughts. This is number 16. Whatever this day means for you. You're deep in your thoughts right now. You don't even know who you are, but you're thinking things through. You're planning forward. Oh, you have so many memories. You have so many ideas. You're all over the place. You need to ground yourself, Gemini. Ground yourself. You need to ground yourself. Your head is all over the place. You feel like you're spinning out of control. Memories of the past. You're reflecting. You're reflecting. This actually, to me, this sounds like a really personal message. Gemini, you're at a crossroads. A part of you wants to be with this person for reasons that I'm really not going to disclose here. However, this is number 12. Wealthy woman. If I'm speaking to a male Gemini, a wealthy woman, a beautiful woman, will be entering your life. She's going to show you the good life. But what does the good life mean to you? Because you're in a situation right now where you don't know whether you should stay or go. However, this woman is going to be very tempting. If you are a female Gemini, there's no gender in Tarot. And there's going to be a wealthy man entering your life, entering into your life. Oh yes, he's a very great charmer. He's going to show you the side of luxury. As I said, for my male Geminis, females, they're going to show you the good life, whatever the good life means to you. However, you're at a crossroads because you're with someone, but you don't know if you really want to be with that person or not. You are already with someone. The karmic cycle is over. That's what the next card is that we have. Because your person, Gemini, your person is starting to realize what this relationship means to him or her. And they don't want to lose you. However, you feel like you've put in so much time, so much effort into this relationship, and you're pretty much tired. However, it's your decision if you want to stay or go, because The first card was transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transform all things. You love your person loves you. They're just really mentally younger than you. They're waking up because they could see you distancing yourself from them. And they know what they have. They don't want to lose you. They do love you. They've had some bad advice from the wrong people. And they're finally starting to realize, like, I don't want to lose my Gemini. This has been a journey, Gemini. It feels like it has been a long journey. And you're thinking about letting go. You're thinking about letting go and getting away. You're thinking about traveling, taking a vacation. You really want to do that. You may go away with the partner that you're currently with right now, the partner that you're contemplating on leaving, just to see if you guys can revamp this and try to make it work. We have despair. Gemini, you could be 32 years old. Your person could be 32. Whatever the number 32 means for you, but despair. I feel like if you go and indulge with this wealthy man or woman, it's going to bring you sadness. It's going to bring you a lot of sleepless nights. And your soul will be tortured because you're deep in thought. You want to make this relationship work that you're currently in. But this person stresses the heck out of you. This person really does stress you out because they are immature. And you're just tired. Gemini, if you don't know about manifesting things, you're about to learn. It's time for you to manifest what you truly desire. This is the number 39, whatever 39 means to you. Manifest your desires. That's why you really need to go back and sit down somewhere alone and think about what you truly desire. You have to focus when you manifest. You have to focus. But the reason why a lot of people don't get the things that they manifest is because they truly don't believe that they can have it. However, let me teach you something. If you manifest with your heart and know that you can have it and seeing yourself already in the situation that you want to be in, your manifestations will be here sooner than you think. The person that you're currently with, if you really, really don't want to let this go, you have to sit down with that person and talk to them. And you have to open your mouth and let them know, this is what I am not going to tolerate anymore. You have to. You have to let it be known, because you matter in this situation as well. It's not all about that person. You matter. Marriage. The number 3, you could be married to this person already. Whether you're a male or a female Gemini. Marriage. You want to bring this back together. You want to try and fix this. You want to, because you know that this wealthy woman or man that's headed your way to try to tempt you, that's all it's going to be, is a temptation. Because if you sleep with this person, whether it be male, female, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. Your heart is going to be in despair. Adjudication. The number 30. You could be 30 years old. Your person could be 30. Seek counseling, you and your partner. I feel like I'm speaking to a married Gemini. You and your partner may need counseling. I'm not a biblical person. However, if you are, go speak to your pastor. If you trust your pastor, do it together. Don't do it separately. However, you need to speak to someone. Go to a psychologist. It's not going to hurt. A lot of people frown upon it, and some people don't. However, this marriage, the two of you need some help. Somebody that has an understanding of what the two of you are going through. A lot of times we don't want to speak up because we don't want to let people know what's going on in our home, because we don't want to be judged, and we don't want to have people gossiping about our marriage, our home life. However, if you trust one person and if you value that person's opinion, then the two of you need to sit together and talk to that person. But that person has to be somebody that's open-minded, that can actually listen to your story and your partner's story as well, to figure out what's going on here. Why is there so much friction in this home and in this marriage? Why is there so much friction? But a decision needs to be made. Do you want to work it out with this person, or don't you? Because the way I see it is that you're torn. You really do love your spouse. Because as I said, here's my marriage card. I feel as though you're married. This is number 40. You or your person may have already spoken to a psychic, a person with gifts like myself. Yes, you may have sought help that way. However, if one of you have gone to a fortune teller, a psychic, a person with gifts already, guess what? That person only spoke to you or your partner, you or your spouse. You don't need a fortune teller. You need somebody that is open to hear both sides of the story. A person that has been in your shoes. A person that can give you great advice, because I don't like going to speak to someone and you have no knowledge of the situation. Like, if you're married and you're seeking help to save your marriage, why would you go speak to an unmarried person? What kind of advice can that person give you? Heck, they don't even have a spouse. So just be careful with whom you get advice from. How can, if you have children, how can you speak to someone that doesn't have children or never even helped to raise a child, whether it be their own sibling, a niece or a nephew? If I'm going to speak to someone about my situation, I want that person to have dealt with the same situation so that they can give me their opinion. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to make the best judgment call for myself. Because take no one's word as law when it comes to matters of the heart for yourself and your spouse. The two of you need to come to some kind of resolution on healing this marriage. But Gemini, you're unsure. You're unsure. Murky thoughts. That's at the bottom of the deck. Murky thoughts. I told you you're all in your head. You're thinking about so many different scenarios and past conversations that you have had. A part of you doubts that this marriage can be saved. A part of you feel like it's already lost, like there's no hope. You're really worried. However, Gemini, do not seek into that depression. Don't go there. Under that card, we have poverty, which is number 47. And financially, I feel as though your spouse is spending a lot of money. And that's one of the things that you need to discuss. How money keeps going out the window. You guys have a lot of things going on. You feel like you're in a bad position because you don't even know where to begin in this conversation that you need to have with your spouse. Under that card, it's number 35. Yes, this is going to be a long road to healing. And if you don't want to heal this, it's still going to be a long road because this is a marriage. You have to have patience, Gemini. If you decide to stay in this marriage, yes, it's going to be slow growth and development because this marriage wasn't built on a solid foundation. It wasn't built on a solid foundation. However, you can start from the beginning and start all over again. See, that's the best thing about free will. If you decide to stay, you can rebuild from the ground up. But this time, when you rebuild, you have to talk about things. The do's, the don'ts. The yeses, the nos. You have to really talk if you want to revive this marriage. Under that card, we have mature woman, number 6. You could be the mature woman in this marriage, Gemini. Or you could be the mature man because there's no gender in Tarot. But your partner is not mature, especially when it comes to matters of finances and other things that I'm not going to discuss here because you know what's going on in your marriage. And I'm not talking about cheating at all. I'm not talking about cheating. So please don't think that. Don't even let your head go there. because there's other problems in the marriage besides cheating. However, Gemini, somebody is going to try to tempt you. But if you go with said person, even for one night, you will regret it. You will regret it. Gemini, you are a boss. You are a boss. Put on your big girl panties, and for fellas, put on your big boy pants and handle yourself in this marriage. Handle yourself. Get out of those thoughts. You already know what you want to say to your spouse. You know what you want to say. You know what you want to do. I'm going to go to my romance deck. I just want to see. Tell me about this marriage with Gemini. Please tell me about their marriage. I only need one card, Spirit. One card for the sign of Gemini. Gemini, at the end of the day, it's very clear. You do deserve love. You are very lovable. You feel as though your person hasn't been loving you right with all the sacrifices that you have made. But it's time for you to boss up, Gemini. When? Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That's exactly what I said. You have to decide what you want. Do you want to stay in this marriage or don't you? This person that's coming to tempt you, are you going to sleep with them or are you not? Only you know. Only you know. Gemini, in closing, a marriage is a very tricky situation for anybody, whomever is going to give you advice. It's a very tricky situation. That's why I said that you and your spouse should seek advice together, seek counsel together, so that it won't be a one-sided situation. And the two of you should go to someone that you trust together. Too many cards. I put them back. Spirit guides, tell me what I need to say to Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? What message do you have for them? What message? One more card. One more card for the sign of Gemini. For Gemini and their spouse. For Gemini and their spouse. What do you have? What kind of message do you have about their marriage? What kind of message do you have for Gemini about his or her marriage? What advice do you have for Gemini? Oh, wow. Let's see, let's see. Okay. Am I on the right path? That's one of your thoughts, Gemini. Are you on the right path? That's one of your thoughts. Because you're still trying to decide if you should stay or if you should go. Sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not real. Gemini, you did make a contract with this person, for better, for worse. Through sickness and health, through death do you part. However, if there's any abuse in this marriage, whether it's verbal, physical, mental, that's never okay. That's never okay. Today's soul action. Today search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your steps. You have to trust in the process. You have to meditate. When you meditate, you'll be able to manifest. Trust the journey, trust the process. Am I ready to let go of this buried shame? The feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? Today's soul action. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. Fill in the blank. My soul's truth is what? My soul's truth is what? Shame? This channel is a no judgment zone place for healing. That's what my channel is all about. Shame? Shame for what? People ask me all the time, how are you able to speak so freely about things that have happened to you? Because those things don't define who I am. And I'm able to let go of hurt, of pain. You, or you. Nobody can throw anything in my face. Because while people like to gossip, guess what? Who are they? Because the gossipers and the people that you feel as though that are going to speak on your situation, whether you decide to stay or let it go, who are they? They don't control you. They don't own you. People going to talk all the time. Let them talk. Shame, what shame? Shame if you go. There's no shame in you leaving. There's no shame in you staying. But the shame in this whole situation is you sitting here deep in your thoughts when you already know what feels right and what doesn't. That's what's a shame. Where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? If my body could talk, it would say what? Gemini, what would your body say? If your body could talk right now, what would your body say? Today's soul action. Feed your body what it needs to feel nourished. appreciated, and loved. Make some new, exciting goals to take your health to the next level. Gemini, let's start with the food. Eating out all the time? Your husband or your wife is not cooking? Gemini, they're being lazy? That's that money that we was talking about going out the door, going out the window, that money, right? That poor spending habits. Now the body, with you eating out all the time, the body doesn't like that because the body needs a home-cooked meal. Not canned vegetables or processed foods. The body needs vegetables from the frozen section, from the vegetable section that's fresh. Fried foods, the body wants you to saute or bake. The body wants a home-cooked meal. Feed your body what it needs to feel nourished and appreciated. Once again, your spouse has not valued you, and you feel so unappreciated because of the hard work and effort that you put into this marriage. And you want to feel loved. You're tired of the bickering, the arguing, the fighting. You're so tired. Make some new, exciting goals to take your health to the next level. See, what people fail to realize is when you're going through any situation that's not healthy, it takes a toll on the body, not just on the mind. It takes a toll on the body as well. You have some decisions to make, Gemini. You have some decisions to make, and they're solely your decisions to make alone. You don't need my advice. The only advice that I will give you is that if you are in an abusive relationship, mentally, physically, or emotionally, that has to stop, because that's never okay. I'm talking to a Gemini that's married. It doesn't matter if you are a male or female. People don't understand that when you look at a man, you say, oh, strong. They can handle anything, right? But guess what? Men could be abused as well. So if I'm talking to a male, I wish you nothing but love and light. If I'm talking to a female, I wish you nothing but love and light. In closing, I'm going to, at the bottom of the deck, let's just go for one more card, the bottom of the deck. What if it was easy? It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe. The universe and spirituality, the creator of all. You may call the universe God. Whatever your religion is, that's fine. I believe personally that there is one God, and we just have many names for the divine. Call in the universe, the stars, the angels, and all their powers Find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It takes time to accept ease, call in grace, and receive guidance. You are supported. You are supported. In the spiritual world, you are supported. You have angels watching over you. Call on them for guidance. Call on the divine for guidance. Call on them. And you have people right around you that support you. Let me read that one more time. It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, the angels, and all their powers. Find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It's time to accept ease, call in grace, and receive guidance. You are supported. Gemini, you are supported. You are not alone in this. Nobody said that marriage was easy. I say marriage, me personally, it's like a job. Because you have to you got to go to work every day. Guess what? In your marriage, you got to show up every day. Same thing. You have to put in effort. At work, you got to put in effort. You have to give your all. It's a job. Today's soul action. List 10 possible ideals for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease is here. You just have to say yes to it. All you have to do is say yes. Yes, because you already know what decision that you want to make, but you are so afraid of being judged. You are afraid of being judged. Guess what? Don't worry about people judging you. The heck with them. People like to talk, gossip all the time. 2 tears in a bucket. Gemini, I wish you nothing but happiness. Nobody said that the road was going to be easy. Marriage is not easy. It's not easy. Some marriages, I was going to say some marriages are easy, but that's not true, because in every marriage, we all have our little spats. But it's what kind of spats. There's the kind of spats that you can have with one another and still respect one another. But if you're having the kind of spats that there's no respect, there's the name calling, there's this, there's that, and they're just trying to hit you below the belt, that ain't where you want to be. Let me just say that. But it did say that your person is learning, right? They said they're learning because they're not as mature as you are. They're not. However, that doesn't excuse anyone, because everyone knows how to treat someone with respect. I see you as the breadwinner, Gemini. I see you as the breadwinner in this situation. But they just keep spending and spending on frivolous things. Take care of you, Gemini. Take care of you. Take care of you. Take care of you first. Get yourself together before you go into this conversation with your spouse. Take care of you. Love and light.